How do you handle having multiple official visits when you want to play college soccer? I'm the college soccer guy. I help you play college soccer. Let's get into it with a case study today. So I'm going to go over with you a junior goalkeeper on the women's side. These are schools that she wanted to look at herself. So she was just planning to go because she wanted to apply to the school. And maybe if she got in, she'd want to play soccer. The other type of official visit was where the coaches literally invited her and said, we want to meet with you and talk with you and go about getting a tour. Now, this isn't technically an official visit. That'd be considered an unofficial visit. And then there was another official visit where she was going to spend the night, be with the players, and hang about. Now, in this particular case, the student's a top academic student. So for that, most of the time, you're going to end up on the East Coast because that's where the top academic D3 schools exist. So in her case, that is what we had to do. So having done that, she started to get a lot of interest prior, of course, to these visits with video. We shot a video of her playing with boys. But the premise that I want you to take away is, well, how do you juggle all these visits? So first of all, prior to attending, you want to send an email to the coaches that basically says, hey, dear coach, we're going to be coming to visit your school. Would it be possible to schedule a meeting? That's for official visits. We're going to call them regular visits. Regular visits where you want to go to the school to just visit because. So you're like, I like this school. I want to go see it. So then you go. Then we have the visit where it's unofficial, where the coach, though, has said, hey, we want to walk you around campus. So the same thing would be, if that is what the coach says, then you want to schedule a time to go, obviously. And then if it's an official visit, then they're organizing it. Going back to what we call the regular visit, where you're just going to go, quote unquote, for fun. If you're going to go to a place for fun, please email the coaches that you're going to go and you're going to be there. And the phrasing of that email looks like this. Dear coach, hope this finds you well. It's something genuine if you've been communicating. I will be going to your campus on dates. Would it be possible to briefly meet with you? ? Thank you so much. That's it. Literally nothing else. Make sure you give specific times. Would it be possible to briefly meet with you from 7 to 9 p.m.? I understand you're very busy. If not, I'll come by and walk by the office. They may respond with, we have training. Why don't you come say hi? Oh, actually, we're going to be going on a tour for other students that are also visiting. Why don't you come? Now you've basically forced a visit. Now some people will be like, well, they didn't invite me, so it's not as cool. It doesn't matter. You being there on campus, meeting the coach is everything. And remember, they got to get to know you as a person. So getting to know you as a person is key. And also it's really helpful. Let's say they've never seen you play in person, but you happen to be visiting anyways. Now you get to know the coaches. Then when they see you at your camp, they're like, look, we already know they love our school because they were willing to come even without us. So we know they love us. We're going to watch them at camp in a real way. And if we like them, we'll make them an offer right now because we already know that they love campus because they were willing to come. So what we call like forcing a visit is actually a great way to get recruited. Now, I've been doing a lot of talking here. I'm actually going to show you what exactly we did with this student so you can see what she went through in order to get recruited to play college soccer. It's a little bit lengthy, so if you want, push the fast forward button down below to the right so you can get through it, because we talk about club soccer, we talk about the visits she's going on, how to schedule them, and let's get into it.
You guys want to start first with anything in particular before we jump into the huge?
Yeah, I have a bunch of questions.
Okay, don't sound so excited. Just kidding.
Do I email the schools that I'm visiting, specifically Northeastern, which is Division I, but also Tufts, Wesleyan, and NYU?
Definitely. I'll draft it for you. We're going to message them, but if they you say Northwestern?
Pardon? Northeastern.
Northeastern. So for all of them, we will message them. If they get back to us, great. It's up to you. One option, just as a side note, is if you get into the school academically, and let's pretend soccer's not in the picture, but you really want to play for the soccer team, and we have that debate, them getting to know who you are is a good thing. So we will draft an email saying, I'm going to be on campus, and then my encouragement to you would be this. I'm super glad you guys are scheduling tours. I'm not saying those tours aren't going to be insightful. I'm sure they will be, but from a soccer perspective, meeting the coach is more important than any tour you will do. You can always go look around campus whenever you want, and they can tell you the history and you can figure it out on your own. The biggest thing, what I would recommend is while you go to those schools, go to the coach's office and knock on their door. And you're going to slide under their door a piece of paper that I will give to you. And you're going to basically say, I was here. I'm interested in your school. I've sent you emails. Here's my information. And I flew all the way to come to knock on your door is the perception we will kind of have it be. And if after that, we'll follow up via email. And if we say, look, I was on campus, I couldn't find you. To them, what more could you do? It's like going in job interview and you're willing to go into the building and we're going anyways. And then I'll say for fun, Not that you won't love the tours, I'm sure you will, but walking around with somebody kind of telling you what to do, you have to listen. Where if you have an adventure, which is I have to go find a coach or go find a player, it's a little bit more fun in my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll help you write that today. That's a good one. What else?
Okay. Yeah, the Oberlin coach, I had like texted her. What did I say to her? I had said, "Hi, Coach Mitchell. We'll be at campus on April, blah blah." And like we'd already been texting previously, and then because she has her red receipts on, so I can see that she read it.
Mm-hmm.
But now we know that was last week.
But do I like email follow up or do I text? Because I only texted her. I never emailed her.
Good question. What was our last discussion that was like genuine back and forth?
Text.
And what did we say? What did she respond to, or what did we say?
She said we were like texting about like itinerary and like what she was like, would you be interested in doing so and so? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, awesome, exclamation point. Once you book travel, just let me know and I can build your itinerary from there. And I said, sounds good. Looking forward to it.
And have we booked the itinerary?
No, because she was gonna, right? She's booking the itinerary.
She's making the itinerary. We've booked travel. And then I said on March 13th, hi, Coach Mitchell. We will be at campus on April 5th. If you're available, I can meet you at 2:30 p.m. or later. Would this be possible? I'm excited to learn more about the itinerary for the weekend. Thank you again for your time.
Perfect. Then you're just gonna Coach. I just wanted to politely follow up via text. Before I follow up. I understand you received many texts a day, and if you need me to arrange. I know we can't really arrange schedule because I know we're booked, but we're gonna say it anyways for right now. And that's what you're gonna say to them. If they still don't respond after that, you'll let me know and then we'll call them. But go ahead and start with the text.
Zev, can I ask you a question in the meantime?
Mhm.
I signed up for the Swarthmore thing. Oh,
Mhm.
wait.
No.
Oh, and the reason we signed up was they were like, it was a genuine interest response. Did we see them? We saw them in Florida,
Masters, yeah.
and then they were
having-
genuine interest, but they wanted her to come out to this camp.
So if we're here for Swarthmore, you're gonna do, dear coach, dear. Ideally, you'll respond in the same chain to their most recent response.
Okay. Okay, now I'm logged into Scouting Zone. Here, let me share my screen. And then you can see,
Okay. I got it. I see what's happening. Okay, click the other one, WA.
then you can see what the date in which they favorited me.
Mhm.
And then because it's the same date, my guess is because it's for the Las Vegas showcase.
Okay, scroll down some more. From the D3.
D3. They actually emailed me today. They responded to my email.
Go to MN, Hamlin. Okay, next one.
And then
Sarah
Okay.
Lauren.
these are-
Anonymous.
this is like views. So schools
Okay.
that view my profile.
Okay, cool. What I would say is this. It's hard to know what these are real and not real, if I'm being completely honest. So here's what the move is, though. It's a very healthy move. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna write it down here for sports recruits. Is your sports recruits template draft. You're gonna go, and this is to any school you care about. Like you do Sarah Lawrence if you want to. This is assuming you have not talked to them. If you already have talked to them, then you're past this. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
say Sarah Lawrence, you would say, dear coach.
Well, I'd emailed Sarah Lawrence before the tournament, but I'm almost positive they never responded.
Okay, so let's follow up. So we're gonna write subject line would be follow up number 2. Okay, that's all you're gonna say. And that's the case for all sports recruits templates. If you've emailed them, if you haven't emailed them, like if you want to email Air Force,
I think I've emailed other schools, but yeah, this is good to know anyways.
Yeah.
We can use this going forward.
um,
I don't need a template for schools that I haven't ever emailed, to be honest.
good job. Okay, next.
I just want to go over the Middlebury response.
Here's the thing, once we have meetings basically with schools, and which you're going to be doing a lot of, and this is why we practice those phone calls with schools we didn't care about / schools we did care about, kind of for these moments. So first of all, Middlebury is one of those schools. Oberlin would be like a little bit different, but Middlebury already know they're the best school. They don't really need you telling them they're the best school. They're like, everybody wants to go to Middlebury. You need to interview the coach, and not in a like aggressive way necessarily, not like a date, but basically this is a date. And one of the ways, but we want to impress the date in this scenario.
Yeah.
So in our way to impress them, one of the things you'll do is you'll have 3 questions prepared, just like we did for our phone calls. It's the exact same about them as a person.
Yeah,
That is really the way to impress them. in terms of, is this person fit our culture, right? You hear college coaches talk about it all the time, culture, 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 culture. So what they're really saying is we just want an adult, just don't give us a child. So if you were to say, which we can draft it out today, but if we look at the Middlebury women's soccer coach, they want to know that you've watched them play. They want to know that you've looked up their bios, that you know who they are. And then you would ask them a question such as, we'll write one together. Let's start. Who are we meeting with?
Phoebe.
Perfect. So if we're meeting with her, so she's a bit younger, like terms of coaches go. She's also a girl and assistant coach at Middlebury, recent. Okay. So she's pretty much brand new. So a year. She's also the head coach of a U12 team. And high school Timbers, okay, bachelor's degree from Skidmore, which is not the same standard as Middlebury. And then she played USU soccer, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then for fun, she played soccer, obviously. She was a defender. She appeared in all games, 15 games in her senior season, so she was a strong defender. She loved soccer, alpine skiing, lacrosse, environmental studies. She's from Georgia.
Vermont.
Vermont, thank you, in Georgia. And 5'6". Okay, so you'll be way taller than her, which is cool. All right, so you have an idea of what she's like, kind of. So then the easy thing would be like, she clearly loves coaching because she's coaching U12 girls and is the assistant coach at Middlebury. So one thing you'd be like, how do you get into coaching? And then she'll say, I loved soccer so much, I didn't want to leave. I used to do a marketing job, blah, blah, blah. And then she'll say, I saw you played at Skidmore, as a midfielder. That in itself will impress her. But then you'll say,
She won't
how?
be creeped out.
No, no.
Wait, wasn't she a defender?
Defender.
She was the defender.
Thank you. Good job as a defender. I saw you play Skidmore as a defender. How did you end up coaching at Middlebury? And the answer is she knows the head coach. I mean, that's how they all transfer. But let her go on about that. And then you can say, why do you like, and this is the money question, because the whole time in this recruiting process, it's constantly, do you like me? Do you like me? Do you like me? Do you like me? And the coaches are like, I don't know. And then finally you go, why do you like coaching at your school? Like, why should I come here is the ultimate question here. And then if they sell you, which I'm sure she will, she'll say, I love it because of this and that. Then you don't even have to say like, oh my gosh, I love that too. You can just go, okay, that's good for me to know. I don't want you going to school. If you get a terrible vibe from this coach, we don't want you going to the school. On the flip side, if you get a vibe at all and you go, wow, I really like Middlebury and all of our other schools have to be as good as Middlebury, good for us to know. And also you said a great thing the other day or the other moment. You're like, I really love being with my teammates after the game. Most of your time is going to be spent with your teammates. So, if you strike the relationship with the coach is lovely and she's a good person, they try and usually recruit like-minded people. Now, those are the questions you're going to ask her. She will also ask you some questions. Okay. With the questions, they're going to maybe ask you questions. Probably they'll say to you, very similar to the phone calls, like, how was your trip? Because that'll be a little different, but you can just say it was fine. That's all like taxi talk, which is like boring. But how was your trip? You say it was great. The campus is beautiful, whatever. And then it's going to be like, are you visiting any other schools? I bet you they'll ask you that. And that's when you brag. You'll say, yes, I'm meeting with the coaches. I am meeting with.
Okay, I was texting my club coach Fob like about this. Because I'm not going to be at the game this weekend. I was like, oh, also I'm meeting with these coaches, and I was typing them. They're like, sounds braggy, but there were like a lot of coaches. Like, do I literally list them all off?
You'll have to vibe out her face, but like I know there are a lot of coaches, and that's a good thing. So you would say,
I don't want to be like, blah, 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 like just keep going, like the sister's brother's friend, like connect.
I
like
see
that.
what you're saying, but this is different. I'm going to Oberlin, Swarthmore. Like you should mention the school's names.
Okay.
You don't have to mention the coaches, but you go, I'm meeting with the coaches at ... And you can say like, yeah, definitely this to Middlebury, brag.
Okay.
And then that will probably be it. Then they may ask like, why do you like Middlebury? And then you can say, I actually spoke with your goalkeeper, so-and-so. We have a mute. Just actually, I spoke with the goalkeeper, so-and-so. She spoke about how she enjoys it, If she hates it, then you'll have to measure that when you talk to her. But how much she enjoys it, and academically and the location are aspects I am looking for. They already know that. That's mean why you're going to Middlebury. You'll have like Oberlin will be a bit more difficult because it's smaller. It's a very liberal artsy school. Okay, that does Middlebury. Does that feel good?
Yes.
So can you share to Vassar Bean?
But okay, but she said I have spring development training, but she never mentions when. So how do I know? She said she can only move. Oh, I guess if I have a tour at 3:30, she'd want to meet.
Okay, Coach Summerlin. Okay, hi Lila. Can you definitely stop by at 4:30 on the 27th? Okay, Coach, thanks so much. I look forward to visiting. I will be in. Understand you may not be. Okay, that's fine. So we should definitely message again and say Vassar. So what we're gonna say is, dear Coach, I have the trip all booked, and I'm excited to meet with you. What time did he say? I will be on campus at da da da. If you can mention an earlier time, bonus points. If not, that's okay. And I will come to training at 4:30 on the 27th. And even if they don't respond, we will, like, if they don't respond between now, like, if they don't respond at all, which I find unlikely, you're going. So that's the end of that. And you're going to see them in person. So it doesn't really matter, but it'd be nice for them to know. So we would send another note, maybe like the day you land, or maybe the day we take off, like, or probably when you land, you go, Coach, I've landed.
Where we in Vassar or on the trip? Like we arrive in Vassar or just land in our
I
first
think it
stop?
would be in Vassar.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought.
Okay.
We can text again. We can't text again. I imagine they'll respond though. Okay, next. Does that make sense?
Got it.
What date are we going to go to Williams?
Wednesday, Tuesday, the 26th. No,
27th.
Wednesday, the 27th.
Is our tours in the morning.
Okay, so I'm just going to make a note that if you guys want me to draft something, or if you want to say something, you would say let's do on Monday. If they haven't responded, you would text her and you would say, Coach, da, 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 I know, you wanted me to email you. I sent a brief email. I will be on campus in the morning at Williams. I plan to come by your office if that is okay with you. I booked a tour at da da da. I will try and come find you at da da da. Give a time, and then let's see what she says. Cool.
Yeah, you said I know you want me to email you. Is this the email that I've already sent or
Good
will
question. When I wrote it in that very second, it was, but you're also going to write her an email. And in the email, you're going to say, dear coach,
this coming Monday?
yes, you'd write this as, if she hasn't responded to this email.
I follow.
I'm excited to visit campus. I booked the tour. I know you said you would be on campus on Wednesday. I will come and look for you around the time. I have the campus tour at and am happy to miss it if I'm happy to miss it if that is a time that works better for you. Thank you so much. Don't mention Vassar for right now, like you have to leave or anything like that. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so that all sounds good. And then I got an email. Oh, this is a D1 school, and I couldn't tell if it was genuine because this part seems really genuine, but then if you to some extent it seems very like
Hold on one
generic.
second. I can't wait to get started. Basically, what it is it's called a semi-genuine, which means, or it's two things. It's either generic and they just lied, which is very possible, or it's
What do you think they lied
semi-genuine.
about? Oh, that they want me higher on their radar.
Yeah. Or it's probably, to be honest, it's probably a lie. And it's not to say, it has nothing to do with you.
It's okay. You don't have to worry about my
coaches are dicks. And then also, it could be semi-genuine, meaning they sent it only to a certain number of people they're semi-interested in. So if I was you, it's up to you. This is mainly me using my emotions, which is not ever advised. But if you want, you would just say this, the D1 school. You would go, dear coach, thank you so much for your compliments. I am glad you want to see me higher on your radar. which they will know that you know that that's BS.
You're speaking for
What if Hamilton get on the phone with you and ask you to visit with them?
It's so out of the way because we had it's like up
There's
upstate,
there's,
almost.
it would mean,
I really want to go to New York.
well, you are on the back end. There would be a tiny, I'd have to look at it. I guess conceivably we could, I don't
My
know.
concern is if we mention we're going to the East Coast, obviously the coach is
Yeah,
going,
that's what I was actually thinking that.
the coach is going to go, why aren't you visiting me? Basically. So the thought would be if we want to, before we text back the Hamilton coach, if you want to look and you can be honest, so you can go, coach, these are the following, I'm visiting these schools. The coach has been really positive with me. I would actually like to try and visit Hamilton, but in all honesty, it would be difficult for me to make the trip because of my schedule. But here is a window where I could theoretically do it, but I'm really looking forward to speaking to you. Then you showed you wanted to make the effort and it didn't work out.
Okay, and this would be like in a follow-up email.
No, this would be all over text.
Oh, well, what about? Oh, yeah, because I guess he could. What if he confronts me on the phone?
Well, you would have brought it up via text now beforehand. So we would say, thank you for letting me know. Instead of Saturday, could you do on Monday? Then you're gonna say, I'm flying Sunday, flying
Oh,
Sunday.
yeah, because I'd already be in the East Coast by the time he's confronting me on the phone.
Yeah. So I just say I'm flying Sunday to the East Coast and have been asked by the following schools to meet with them and their coaching staff. I know it sounds a lot, but it's simpler right now. Meet with them and their coaching staff. I would like to try and visit Hamilton on this trip. I understand we'll make it, but I understand you are very busy. I could visit on but I know this is, I just want to give him credit to like, hey, like I wanted to come visit, but the timing didn't work, but I'm gonna be there. To say you're gonna be there and not.
Wait, so is our decision about Hamilton?
You'd say, I'd love to try and visit Hamilton as well. I understand you're very busy. So we're kind of blaming the fact that he's busy, which is why we couldn't meet with him theoretically. Are you available? And then you said there was a sliver of a moment. If there's no sliver, we can.
Oh, no, there's not a sliver, I thought.
Oh, to meet with him, I would have to redo our whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. That's not realistic. So we just say, I'm flying East Coast and I'm flying me.
If he then says that, then we could just say, I tried to visit Hamilton as well, but we could.
It's out of the way, so it's not that difficult to say. Or we just don't mention the trip at all and just try and do the call. Thank you for letting me know. Instead of Saturday, could you do Monday? And we don't bother with any of this. We just go, could you do Monday? Could you do Monday at or
Okay.
The thing is that if we don't hear back from Williams, we could have theoretically go to Hamilton, but
No, you're gonna hear back from Williams. You're gonna hear back from Williams. So thank you for letting me know. Instead of Saturday. Also, we're gonna see the Williams athletic director this weekend, maybe. So if we don't hear back from Williams, you would tell her that I've scheduled a visit. They've confirmed it, but we've not heard back. So we're gonna hear from Williams one way or another.
Oh, yeah. Valid. Okay. Oh, I should probably, like, you know how I followed up with the Oberlin coach because she's planning the itinerary. I should probably text the Kenyan coach. Let me see what our last text was.
This is from Coach. Okay, Coach, of course. Let me know what works best for you. Who is this? Kenyan. Thank you for the kind words.
She was like, oh, let me know what let me know what admission stuff, and she'll add in some soccer stuff, and she'll send you her whole schedule. And then she was like, she said this like really like she was like, I felt the best about our call. And then she was like, let me know what works best for you.
Okay, regarding what? I mean, left me. I'm very
maybe
sorry.
what I signed up. My guess is she's talking about let me know what you signed up for with admissions.
Okay, so did we sign up for a time?
yeah,
I don't know
we
what
did
what is
today.
she? Yeah, so let's see what.
Remember, I was asking you all those questions.
I know that I didn't understand. I thought it
No,
was
I
just
know.
like
I know. I'm just saying, I think that's what she's referring to.
Yeah, so I think she wants to just schedule the time around that. So she wants you to go meet with admissions, which is good. Like the other schools, I'm like, screw the tour. Who cares? But this coach is going, I want you to go do the admissions process.
yeah, she's gonna add in soccer stuff for me. Oh, wait. She just said not just said, but her response was, "Hey, that's awesome to hear. So part of ID Camp will include a campus tour, so you don't have to schedule one on Monday. However, if you want to schedule any of the other tours on Monday or any of the other things admissions offers, that would be awesome." So is there anything that they had on the schedule that day that you might be interested in? And then you could definitely add some stuff, some other soccer stuff to your schedule. Monday, you could eat with the team. Meet with us 1v1. That was when she sent the emoji.
But
So,
this is all on Monday.
What day are we getting to Kenyon?
Right now, we are planning on arriving Saturday.
Saturday morning.
Possibly Friday night. Possibly Friday night, Saturday
Okay,
morning.
but Friday night won't work for them anyway, so let's say Saturday. So if Saturday is what we could plan, maybe why don't we, she's giving us emojis, why don't we say something along the lines, hi, coach.
Are you
uh,
typing? Yeah.
I am, yes, I'm very excited to see you soon and attend the camp as well as get a campus tour. We due to some travel arrangements or travel arrangements, we signed up for the admissions thing on Saturday.
Correct.
If there's a name for it, we can the admissions on Saturday, which is a day before the camp.
Center. The admissions tour and information set.
Cool. Tour and information on Saturday, which is a day before the camp.
Yes.
Okay. On Saturday, I know, unfortunately, I won't be able to stay until Monday. I was really looking forward to meeting, to eating with the players, eating with the team, and meeting you one-on-one. Are you around on Saturday by chance? And maybe this could work out. Maybe there's another event that the girls are doing, and that would be fine too.
We're gonna go. And Kenya is like low key, like a not a very well known. I mean, it's well known, but like it's not gonna be like an ID camp like a Pomona Pitzer, I feel like.
It'll be competitive. Midwestern people are different than us New York, LA types. But I would say that it's up to you guys. If you want to look at it, I would, but from a recruiting perspective, both way, you're going to be fine. The coach likes you already. They really want to see you. They want you to like campus, and they want to meet the players because that's helpful.
Lila has an advocate, right? Her teammate is going there next year. Academically, it's not as competitive to get into as like a Williams. It's just not. Doesn't mean it's not a good school. I think that it's not as steep a climb for her to get an offer from these guys.
Yes, and the coach, I think, is reflecting in the sense that she really likes what she's seen so far. So also the other thing is this, another side note. Let's say, look, they want to do everything they can to get you interested as early as they can, because that's how the recruiting process works. But like, they may also say, we'd love for you to come in the fall. The fall is when the season's happening. And then you'd get to have this lunch with them at some point anyway. So for me, I would, if travel doesn't work, let's do Saturday. If it does work, then we'll do that.
Okay.
Also,
All
we
right.
haven't spoken, one last thing. We haven't spoken to the Kenyon coach in a while. Maybe their schedule has changed. So we should connect with them regardless. I'm very excited to see you soon and attend the camp as well as get a campus tour. I booked the admissions information on Saturday. However, I do plan to stay until Monday if you would like me to. So I can meet with you and have, was it lunch? What did she say?
Yeah.
No, an early lunch, coffee or early lunch.
Yeah.
No, the lunch was with the team. She said you could eat with the team, exclamation point. And then when she was like, meet with us 1v1 with you.
Okay, let's do this then. We're gonna say, I do have to leave as of now. So maybe we send this before you book. As of now, I do have to leave Monday at
No later than noon. No later than noon.
Okay, so I do have to leave Monday no later than noon. No later than noon, 12
Catch my flight.
to catch
For school. She's
my flight for school. I like that. If you would, that's fine. Let's just let her decide what she wants us to do with that. She may say, okay, you won't be able to have lunch, but we'll definitely meet with you. Great.
But then there was also the whole thing about like how maybe meeting with her the day after is better because I've already played in front of her.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That was
that's
one.
why we're just gonna leave it as it is. I booked in Ms. Torrance, Mr. Daviter, I do plan. It's just, that's a very small discrepancy if it's very small. Because if you talked to her
Right.
before, you haven't played soccer yet, and that means that's good. She already likes you, then you play the camp, confirmed. So both are good. Part of me is wondering if because to your father's point, it's a long time to stay at Kenyon. I booked in Ms. Tour information on Saturday. And then you would send this before you book anything.
If we
This-
can meet
this is
one-on-one with the
ridiculous.
coach on Saturday, and then she performs well on Sunday,
And leave. I agree.
really more for their benefit than our benefit. Is
I
that-
agree. I agree. Let's aim for that. I agree. Hi, coach. I'm very excited to see you soon. Attend the camp as well as get a campus tour. I booked the admission tour and information on Saturday. Would you be able to meet on Saturday? I was looking forward to lunch with the team on Monday, but I have to catch my flight before noon. Why we could send this look, she really likes us, the coach. I think it would be very reasonable. I like the idea. I've changed my mind. I'd like the idea of meeting the day before because then she knows there's a person, then she plays soccer and she leaves. I don't think you need to stay 3 days in Kenyon.
Has to go get dressed for practice, so it's just you and me. So
Okay.
Are you going to the ECNL?
Okay, so I booked the admission tour information on Saturday. Would you be able to meet on Saturdays? Okay, I think that's fine.
I think so too. I think if she says no, then we can deal with booking. So let's aim for that. Let's do what we want.
Okay,
Okay, good. Anything else?
no, we're good. I'm probably gonna do a lot of these emails tonight.
Okay, legend. Where is she practicing tonight?
She is practicing at Crossroads.
Okay, 13. Okay, so let me know if there's anything else. And while you're on your trip, you can obviously text me and stuff. But yeah, no problem, of course. And yeah, sounds
Yeah,
like
we'll give you updates as we meet all these coaches.
please do. Please, definitely, please do. And take pictures. Take pictures.
Okay,
Take photos on campus in front of the signs. So at the end of the day, for your daughter to get a job in the field she so chooses, in her case being a doctor, the school she picks is going to be very important, but it's going to be what she does in the summer, which her college will help her with. So it's important she picks a good one, but it's what she does in the summer that's going to dictate the rest of it.
yeah, just wanted to be happy.
Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, perfect. I'll talk to you guys soon. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Thank you.
Bye.
If you want help playing college soccer and you want this level of detail, which frankly nobody else gives, look, I bought NCSA, I bought Scouting Zone, Sports Recruits, all of them when I was growing up. And this is the level of attention that is needed. So if you like this level of attention and you have a problem like this or you have questions, please schedule a call and we'll talk to you very soon. Thanks so much.